guarantee you there's nothing I'm going to say the rest of the night that's going to get that good of a reaction. It's all downhill for me. Imagine if you got that reaction just in regular life situations. You're like walking down the street. Hey man, how's it going? Woo! Yeah! Ow! I can understand you being excited to hear my first ever HBO special here at the Sebsi Studios.
Yeah!
You know, the most common question that I've got since I've started doing stuff.
Set brought to you by Marker Tech.
The most common question that I've gotten since I've started doing stand-up is, how much you get paid to do this? And I gotta explain to everybody, it's not about the money, it's about the process, it's about what I've done to get here. So I explained to them, I had to sign up on Facebook. I had to friend Dominic. And when I got here, I had to give him $10. So far in my comedy career, I've made a net total of -$30. I got a lot of fans, friends, not a lot of fans, but a lot of We got a lot of friends and family out there tonight. Yeah. A lot of people excited for me doing this. A couple of people have said this to me recently. You must be on cloud 9 out there. I'm like, well, where the hell are the first 8 clouds? Why is 9 the best? Is there a 10th? I mean, are people going around talking about the other clouds? Jeez, you see Bill at work the other day, he was really down the dumps. Yeah, he's on cloud 4 right now. Another really stupid thing somebody said the other day that reminded me, it was raining outside, and I said, what's it like outside right now? Oh God, it's raining cats and dogs out there. Like, really? Did you get hit with any German Shepherds or Calicos when you were out there? I mean, you could say anything. It was raining burritos and hot dogs out there. Stupid. I gotta be the most oblivious person probably in the world. I'm constantly doing wrong things without even knowing what I'm doing. Just this week I put on 3 jackets that weren't mine. 2 of them happened at Adams Fairground Farms. One of them happened to be a 300-pound woman, the other one was a 7-year-old boy. And the other one was my sister-in-law's at Christmas. Sorry, Judah, for ripping out the shoulders on your jacket. You know, I actually put on my mom's blouse recently. By accident. I got to my parents' house and they told me that, you know, we got you a new shirt. So I walked in my old bedroom and there was a shirt hanging on the door and I figured this thing must be it. And I put it on, I walked into the kitchen and I'm like, Mom, what do you think of the shirt? I think it looks good. And the look and reaction she gave me was like she totally failed as a mother. Oh my God, that's my blouse! I'm sure I didn't button the thing right there. I didn't care. You know, aside from starting to do this, I've done acting for a long time, and a few years ago I was in a show where one of the other actors was sick in the show, and he threw up on me during the show. He threw up on my suit, but what happened was, before I went on stage, I just put on any random suit. He threw up on his suit. Still wore it the rest of the show. Went out for bows after. Hey, I had a clean suit for the next show. I'm even kind of oblivious to things going on in my own house. Anybody that's been to my house 2 or 3 times can really describe the decor of my house better than I can. And I think a lot of it has to do with my mom comes over and hangs stuff up on the walls every once in a while. more than every once in a while. I mean, they're just things that have nothing to do with me, nothing that can relate to me. It's like pictures of leaves or like ceramic cats all over the place or coffee cups. I don't even drink coffee. I mean, if somebody were to look at my house as an outside observer walking in, they'd think a 90-year-old woman lived there. And she was murdered by a 14-year-old boy. You know, there's still some of my stuff in there. There's still like some junk food and pizza boxes all over the place and DVDs everywhere. It's kind of like he's using it as like a front in case somebody comes to the door, like, yeah, she still lives there, it's all right. I had this picture in my living room of the Keaton family from Family Ties, which is a perfectly normal thing to have in the world. And my mom took it down and put up a sign that said, "Autumn Greetings" on it. Autumn Greetings! What was the purpose of this? What did she expect? Like somebody to walk in and just be like, "Oh God, I hate that shirt. I never want to see him again." But wait, look, it's on the wall. He's greeting me this autumn. It's like, some of the things in there, I mean, what the fuck was I going to say? Let me get my thought process back a little bit right here. Oh, I live at home by myself. I own a house. I live with a cat. His name is Montgomery. Hell of a cat. Love this guy. He basically dominates my life and strips me of any individuality that a single person should have. But I love him though. I mean, I wouldn't trade him for anything, but people are always asking me like, "Don't you wish you knew what he was thinking? Don't you wish you could talk?" Like, no, I don't. I know exactly what he's thinking. I just don't want him to be saying it or make things really, really weird. I mean, just regular everyday situations. I'm watching TV, I'm laying on the couch, he crawls up on top of me, you know, starts kissing my ear, he's licking my hand, I'm rubbing the top of him, and all of a sudden he just says to me, "Hey Jared, do you just want to make out right now?" No! Well, why not? What, am I too hairy for you? Why are you always stroking my tail and nudging my head? Stupid tease of an owner. I swear, if animals could talk, everybody would be a vegetarian. Nobody would have a pet. And there would just be wild animals. Think about that. Think about that for a second. One of my friends told me the other day at his job, he got called into human resources, and the HR lady says to him, "I don't even know how to broach the subject, but several people came to me saying that they noticed a big bulge in your pants." I mean, is it a compliment? Are they trying to bolster his self-esteem, or is it a criticism? And if so, what is the protocol for correcting this issue? I mean, does she hire like a crotch control committee to have free reign just to look at this area all day? Getting back to her on how he's doing? How's he doing today? Oh, I thought he was doing so much better, but then at 3:30 today, I saw him by the water fountain. He was poking out again. I mean, what's the best thing that could happen out of it? What's the best thing? "Good job, I haven't noticed anything lately." "Keep up the good work, I haven't seen anything." I stumbled across a chart the other day of penis sizes by country. I say stumbled across, that sounds really likely. I was looking up the Bill of Rights and I typed it in. Just a bunch of Czechoslovakian dicks popped up. 116 countries they gave here, and ever since I did this, my whole metric system is based upon this chart. Jared, how big's your Christmas tree? Oh, it's pretty big. It's about 37 Peruvian penises high. You know, I'm at the movie theaters, real big tall guys in front of me. I'm just, you know what? 2 dicks from Trinidad to the left. And I wonder, where are these statistics coming from? I mean, there's this guy just going around asking people how big their penis is? I mean, if that's the case, then these Asian countries just have the most honest people out there. North Korea, 3.8 inches average average. No wonder why they're so pissed off. I really truly think there's no better way to measure another man's integrity than how accurately he describes his penis. I mean, in politics, if somebody wanted to be president in debates, first question they should ask immediately, how long is your penis, sir? And then he gives the answer, and then he whips it out. If he's within an inch and a half of what he said he was, I think we gotta elect him. He's an honest man. That's my president. And there's a bunch of like sites online just describing how to measure a penis, and nobody really wants to know because everybody has their own system to benefit them. I go from the bottom of my balls to my belly button. 14 inches. I wonder if there are really guys, though. I wonder if there are really guys that are like world-class penis measurers that have like worked their whole life to get to this point. Oh, we're flying in a guy from Russia today. He was trained at Oxford. He's one of the all-time greats. It's a real treat to have him. You know what? I was looking at the list, and the top 20 on the list are dominated by African countries, except Ethiopia, 89th. This guy just can't catch a break. And before you get like all sappy about it, like it's like a malnutrition thing, America, 96. 96 out of 116. I guess the diet of fast food and bacon doesn't make your dick bigger. 96. God, I used to go to McDonald's so often they recognized my voice when I went through the drive-thru. I first got my license. There was this old lady that worked there. Hated her life, but she loved me. She looked at me as like this grandson that she never had. I mean, I'd come by every day and we'd talk about all the things that I'd be ordering there. And then I'd leave and she'd just be like, hey, come back anytime. That's my problem. I was there every day. If I wasn't there for a couple days, she'd start to get worried, like, where you been? I was worried